On day 4, we're learning that when we need hope, we can trust Jesus. We'll examine God's luminous light show, the Northern Lights, and glow about having hope in dark times. Let's get started by exploring the Northern Lights. I think we can all agree Northern Lights are beautiful. But as scientists, we need to know, how do they work? We'll find out, but I need you to prepare first. Crew leaders will get the container of glow goo out of their glow show kits. Squish it gently, like this, in the package before opening it. Then put a couple of dollops on each crew member's palms and fingers. Then everyone will rub in the goo. Allow time to make sure everyone is ready to have them wave their fingers to check in with you. Okay, we're ready. Imagine this side of the room is the sun, and this side of the room is the earth. Kids get up and act out the science between God's spectacular sky show. Yep, you'll lead kids in becoming molecules. As they do, you'll turn off the lights and shine the UV black light toward kids. Surprise! The glow goo makes their hands glow under UV light. This experiment was a glowing wow. We don't know why God made the Northern Lights to work like that, but I'm glad He did. The Northern Lights are a beautiful reminder that even when life feels like a dark, dark night, He brings hope. When we need hope, we can trust Jesus. I've turned you into the Northern Lights with glow goo and acted out how the Northern Lights work. But I'd like to do another experiment with you to help you understand the Northern Lights. You'll need 3 bottles, paper towels, and the skylighter from the Glow Show kit. You'll prep 3 bottles for each crew per rotation. Here are 2 tips. We discovered that it made a big difference when we used a new bottle of hydrogen peroxide versus a bottle that had been open for months. Newer hydrogen peroxide extends and brightens the glow in the Make a Glowing Light experiment. Because every crew does this experiment, and we want kids to participate, using the smaller highlighter and smaller bottles is more economical than large bottles. That would mean using more peroxide and full-sized highlighters. Our experiment begins with breaking something. Use a paper towel to pull the tips out of the skylighter. As you do, talk about things in your life that have gotten broken or messed up. Crew members can work together to pull the tips out of their skylighter, using a paper towel to keep their hands as clean as possible. As the crew leader unscrews and holds each bottle, a child can put 1 tip into each bottle. Then, the crew leaders can put the cap back on tightly. In life, things break. Sometimes that's just objects, like a phone or a pencil. But sometimes it's more meaningful things, like our families breaking apart or losing a friend. Those things can make us feel hopeless. But when we need hope, we can trust Jesus. He can shake things up to bring light and hope back into our lives. Let's try something. Give each child a turn to shake their crew's bottles. You'll want them to shake the bottles for a total of about a minute. You might have noticed that our Northern Lights show with our hands was all one color of light, but the real Northern Lights come in a variety of colors like green, purple, pink, and even white. So now I'd like to make a more colorful light show. Crew leaders will get flashlights ready to shine from underneath one of your bottles. When I turn off the overhead lights, they'll turn on flashlights. Kids can hold the bottles, and crew leaders can alternate which color they're shining underneath. The kids admire the different colors of bottles around the room, pointing out the ceiling. The different colors shining up will make an awesome Northern Lights display right in your own room. We didn't know how much all the lights would work together to make a display on the ceiling. It was a big wow, and all with regular light, not a UV light. Wow, what a beautiful display of colorful northern lights. Seeing all that light made out of broken things brought me hope. And whenever you think of the beautiful northern lights, you can remember that Jesus' light shines in the dark times of life to bring us hope.